Terrible.
I have to give it to Son, man.
I don't give anything to Son. Southampton was absolutely terrible.
Welcome to another episode of 11 Aside. I'm your host, Kennedy, as well as
Utd.
And we're going to be talking about the results of the second game week for the English Premier League and what we think is going to happen next week. First game was Everton West Brom. What do you think of that one? 5-2.
Was it a red card?
Was it that game? I think West Brom had a red card, yeah.
I think so. I don't remember if they had a red or not, but I think they had a red.
Yeah, I think West Brom had a red card.
I didn't expect there to be so many goals and there to be a hat-trick. I was caught off guard. Probably because of the red card, but I expected Everton to win either ways.
Yeah, there was definitely a red card. That's the one red card covered, Lewin.
Scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that scoreline, honestly. I thought Everton were going to win. I think maybe we predicted 3-1 or something like that, but they definitely shocked on the day. Probably a lot of it was probably due to the red card, though.
Probably.
But not too much more to say on that game for me. I saw some of it before I went to play soccer, but
what's his name? He surprised me also. I've been saying he's
Rodriguez.
Even though I just feel West Brom, their defense was just terrible.
Yeah, definitely.
Even the goal he scored was like, can't you just stick out the leg or something? I don't know. It looked so slow. And
West Brom will probably finish last.
I don't know about last, but they're going to struggle for relegation, definitely.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they'll be relegated at this point.
They will be relegated. Yeah, they will.
But anyways, next game, Leeds Fulham, another surprising one, 4-3.
Right.
I expected Leeds to win, but I didn't expect Fulham to be able to get 3 goals past their defense. I'm starting to think maybe their attack is really all there is to them at this point.
Fulham?
Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds. I think that their midfield and attack is all there is. I don't think they have a good defense. They concede too many goals, even though I still expected them to beat Fulham. Fulham is another team I'm predicting to be struggling for relegation.
Oh, no. They're going to be relegated. Yeah, there's no struggling about it.
So they have been terrible.
Because all the other teams seem decent. The only other team that was already in the league that I think might get relegated is maybe West Ham. And they've looked decent still. They look decent again.
I think also Newcastle will struggle for relegation again this season.
I don't know. With Wilson and Fraser in there, I think they're gonna have enough firepower to stay up.
But they're going to still be in that 15, 16, 17 bracket.
In that area.
I don't think it's going to be... There might be one person or two people that were relegated like last season, and 3 or 4 teams will be struggling to see who's going to stay up. Maybe. That's the way I see it.
I think Fulham and West Brom are going down for sure, and then the third spots will be contested. I don't know what team is going to be in that third spot.
Okay, let's move on to the next game. Man U, Crystal Palace.
So the game I really enjoyed. I was not surprised. It sounds funny when I say I was not surprised because I predicted Man U 3-1. But
remember last season, you mentioned it too. Last season,
at Mark's place last season. It was the same thing. It was like a repeat of that game.
Exactly. And Man U, they've only Van de Beek. Who else? They've not bought anybody, and they're struggling in the market.
That's true. Okay, they've not bought.
Yeah, they're struggling in the market.
I heard they're trying to move Daniel James to Leeds, even. Which means
Leeds is automatically going to stay up.
Yeah, he's not a world beater. He's not a great player, but I would think you want him around for squad cover.
Exactly. So if they move him, who are they trying to bring in?
They kind of have to get Sancho at that point. Otherwise, who are you going to do?
But the president said it was today or yesterday that
I don't know.
Sancho is a player and he's going to stay.
There's this guy they're trying to get to tell us. I don't know anything about him.
I heard about that too.
Do you know what position he plays?
I don't know anything about him. But I think they need defenders. I've been saying it all season.
Yeah.
They need at least two defenders.
I don't know what happened in that game. Maybe it was some people are saying it's because they didn't get preseason. I don't really think it was that, but I think part of it was mental. But Lindelof, for one, was looking horrible in that game. Like United definitely need some new defenders. Lindelof was atrocious in that game.
Terrible.
But I enjoyed the game. I can't lie. I enjoyed that game.
And
Arsenal West Ham. I want to say it was surprising, but wasn't really surprising.
I don't think I was surprised. The only thing that surprised me was Arsenal they didn't look sharp.
Yeah.
They didn't look sharp. They looked like they felt I'll still win this game.
But I like that. The fact that they were not sharp, they're not at their best.
But they still won it.
But they know
previous seasons we would have lost that game.
Yes. I think last season we lost this game, I think.
I don't remember.
I think we lost this game last season. Or either
the way the game was going,
it was a draw or something like that.
Previous 3-4 seasons seasons, we would have lost the game.
Yeah, I like the fact that they were able to. Okay, we're not playing well today. We're not at our best, but we're still gonna scrape out that win. Those are the games that make the difference.
I was expecting Aubameyang to do something.
Yeah, I think we were expecting Arsenal to win by a lot because of what we saw from West Ham in the first game week. But looking back on it, looking at the last time we had this game, it was a very similar game. The only difference is Arsenal was able to scrape by this time to win, because by all rights we should not have won that game. But I like the fact that they have the mentality to get that done now. That's the difference between teams that go higher and teams that don't. There's been some Arsenal news going around though. I saw the Guendouzi story again. I was just watching. I think I actually watched this video before I went to sleep earlier, and I forgot, and I was rewatching it. But I saw that swap deal story again for Guendouzi, so I don't know how much truth there is to it, but.
I mean, they're trying. It's possible that they're trying out options. You can't rule out anything. If they want to swap Guendouzi for
that's not going to happen. Who's going to
swap with money?
Okay.
Obviously, it's not going to be a direct swap. Definitely. But
there are a lot of rumors flying around. I heard on that one that they're trying to swap Guendouzi for a Chelsea player. It's kind of unclear who the player is. Some people were saying Hudson-Odoi, some were saying Kante, which of course is rubbish.
It can't be Kante.
Which of course is rubbish. It can't be Kante, but that's interesting. We might be getting another Chelsea player if there's any truth to it at all.
And the most annoying game of the week, Southampton versus Spurs.
I didn't see this coming a million miles. I don't understand why Southampton just folded like that. Man, I have to give it to Son, man. People
I don't give anything to Son. Southampton was absolutely terrible.
People are calling him Sonaldo.
Southampton was absolutely terrible. They played the same thing over and over and over, keeping a high line.
I actually didn't even watch the game, so that's why I'm puzzled as to what happened. But I was hearing that Spurs kind of figured them out and they were just playing a ball.
Of course,
they were just playing.
It was even in or was it 1-0 or 1-1? Yeah, it was 1-1. Or was it even 2-1?
I think they were down. I think they were down 1, and then they came back.
It was 1-1,
and then
it was 1-1 into the second half.
Okay.
And second half they just collapsed. Man, it was terrible. Southampton were keeping it. The line was too high.
Yeah, I think that's what I was hearing. That they kept pinging the ball.
Yeah,
pinging the ball over.
Kane would just drop and. Man, it was terrible. Even the coach could have seen that a mile away. After they scored the first 2 goals, we allowed 2 more. Nah, it was terrible.
Well,
extremely terrible.
I have to give it to Spurs. They got the job done. You can only beat 2. You can only beat 2s in front of you. They got the job done. 5-2. They picked up the points. I guess Mourinho will be very happy.
Well, let's watch the next game they play.
How do you think Bale is going to do when he comes in?
I think he still needs to get match fit.
For sure. Exactly. From what I'm hearing, he's not playing for the next 2-3 weeks at least.
Yeah, so, I think it was a month from when they signed him, but probably I think it's going to be a break. There might be a break, then maybe week 5 or week 6 he'll play. But I'm looking forward to it though. He's going to be on free kicks. He's going to be on.
Yeah, there might even be another. Okay, I don't even want to speak about it, but
who's that?
There might be another break because of the thing that we can't talk about before YouTube demonetizes this video.
Okay.
Because I'm hearing some players got infected, like so West Ham players got infected. It's starting to get 2 West Ham players. It might be starting to pick up in England again, but hopefully not, because I can't deal with such a break again.
I hope
football, man.
I hope not.
That was a very hard time.
Brighton. Newcastle was very disappointing.
Very, very disappointing. I mean, I knew that Brighton
very disappointing. Well, St. Maximin was he got injured.
To win 3-0, that I would never have seen that one.
They got a red card too, right?
Did they get a red card?
I thought they did.
I don't recall. I don't remember. Brighton got a red card.
Well, it was Brighton that got a red card later. They were leading 3-0. Yeah,
okay, yeah. Brighton got a red card. Lamptey was very impressive in this game. Like I've seen him play before, he's been looking good, but this game he just took it to them this game. And he was, even from what I could tell, he was carrying an injury most of the game at least. So I mean it was a good game, even though I expected Newcastle to get something. Wilson was looking frustrated. I
expected at least a draw. There's something wrong with their midfield.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they can gel well together as the season goes on. Another game. Man, there are a lot of games I enjoyed this
Liverpool was very predictable. You are going
to... Liverpool were knocking on the door a lot. They were knocking. You can't even. I don't know why a lot of people are talking about. Oh, it's because of the red card, blah blah blah. But then you forget that the reason why he got the red card is because Mane was away.
Exactly. It's like 1-0.
Mane was away.
And
That's
Kepa
why.
is a gift that keeps giving.
You see, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't understand why you. I get that, yeah, you're trying to keep up appearances, but is it worth it at this point? That's 6 points gone.
He's going to be benched. He's going to be benched. You know, they've gotten a keeper now, so
I don't know that it's worth it. It's this guy just gifted them. He basically killed the game. There was a chance until he just killed the game. Same thing he did first game. He gave away a goal too. I mean, did they win? They won their first game, right?
With Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they beat Brighton. Okay, so it's 3 points, not 6 points. In my head, I felt like they lost the game because they played so bad in the game that they might as well have lost the game. But I don't know. I think at this point, he definitely, even if Mendy's not coming in, he definitely has to play Caballero or something because they can't keep gifting the goals.
I think Mendy's already, he has been signed already, so I don't see any reason why he shouldn't start.
I don't know. You know how managers are these days. They like to get players in with
but he's not a midfielder or a striker.
He's not, but they like to have keepers playing like ball playing goalkeepers these days. So they want them to be fine with the system.
Kepa is not a ball playing goalkeeper, so it doesn't make a difference.
He was supposed to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference right now. You bring in someone that you are just.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they might just go with Caballero for like 1 week.
I don't think Caballero is going to be the keeper. I don't think so.
Maybe not. I think
Kepa is going to be demoted to the third choice.
They have to sell him. He can't just. How much they get him for? You can't have that kind.
But nobody's going to buy him right now.
Even if it's 40 million, they have only.
Nobody's going to buy him right now.
Either they sell him or they play him because the only way his value is going to go up is by playing him and he does well.
But his value is not going to go up because they're playing him and he's not doing well.
So they have to sell him as well. So they can't just keep him as third choice.
You can only sell who people want. Exactly.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying like even if it's 40 million, they have to get rid of him because the longer
who's going to buy him for 40 million?
The longer he stays as that third choice,
Martinez was just sold.
Money waste.
I said sold for 20 million.
Was it 20? It was even 15.
It was 20 million.
Was it?
I heard 20 million.
I don't know. Maybe it's pounds.
And it was over 20 million. Martinez is on a different.
That's. To me, that's an Arsenal problem. Why would Martinez be sold for 20 million?
How much should he have been sold for?
That's way too cheap.
Nah,
that's cheap.
It's not cheap.
That's cheap. Aston Villa got a wonderful deal, spectacular.
Yeah,
deal.
but you sold him for 20 million and you got a replacement for about how much was it? Was it not less than 10 million?
Yeah, but
at the same time, you use that money to try and get other players.
It's the opportunity cost.
Unless the first choice gets injured, most of the time they stay throughout the season.
Yeah. So that's not even what I'm talking about.
I don't think you should.
The opportunity to get more for him. I think what it was is because of this. This whole thing, Arsenal is kind of desperate for funds. I think that's what I don't
think 20 million was that.
But I don't know. I think on a regular basis for a goalkeeper that good, 20 million was.
Anyway, let's move on to Leicester Burnley. Yeah. I didn't watch that game.
Leicester Burnley. Did I watch? I think I did watch that game.
I didn't watch it.
I was in and out of sleep watching the game. What do I don't really remember much from that game. It wasn't that.
All I know is that Barnes scored and he assisted. I think.
Yeah, it was not that memorable for me, but good job on Leicester getting the win. I guess. Aston Villa, Sheffield.
Another disappointing team.
I didn't see this one either, but I'm not that surprised. I expected Martinez was going to do a good job. Apparently, he saved the penalty.
Good job or not, they should have converted that penalty. I don't know why Lundstrom is playing on penalties.
That was surprising. I was surprised when I saw Lundstrom took it, but whatever. Sheffield might be in trouble this season if they're not careful.
Yeah, because their defense hasn't been looking good at all.
Anyways, City Wolves. Wolves City rather. City winning 3-1.
The game was closer than it looked than the score.
Yeah. I think City were looking shaky for a while there.
The second half especially.
They were looking shaky for a while there, and that penalty was unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
To say the least.
Shouldn't have tackled him at all.
That's what got them.
The last goal was very unnecessary. They should have defended.
But I don't know. They got the win. That's what's important. They did what they had to do to get the win. But on another day, that could have been a different scoreline, I think. What do we have for next week? There's some good games next week, I think. Man United, Brighton.
I'll say Man U 4, Brighton 1.
I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last week. I think Man U they're gonna come stronger than they did last time. So I don't know. I'll say maybe 2-1 to United, but Brighton are gonna give them a game.
Crystal Palace, Everton. Crystal Palace 2, Everton 1.
I can agree with that. I agree with that. Unless Ancelotti can do something substantial, I agree with that. Chelsea, West Brom, Chelsea.
I see maybe 3-0.
I'd say 2-0. I I don't know. I'll say 2-0. I was thinking Werner might be able to do something in this game.
Werner scored, I think.
But after what I saw in the last game, I was not impressed.
I mean, but those are it's Liverpool anyway. So.
Yeah, it's not that okay. He didn't score.
He made some clear chances. Yeah,
he didn't even have a shot on target. He has not had a shot on target this season.
No, he has.
No, he hasn't had a shot on target. Somebody said that. I think I went.
Werner, you mean Werner or Havertz?
No, Werner.
Werner has had a shot on target.
Maybe I'm getting them mixed up.
It's Havertz that hasn't had.
But both of them have been disappointing.
Werner looked decent, but
he's been making good runs, but besides that, I haven't been impressed. But anyways, Burnley, Southampton. I'm thinking Southampton win this one 2-0. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Another very unpredictable game. Red card might change everything. I see a draw or Southampton maybe win by 1 goal.
Sheffield United versus Leeds. I'll give this one to Leeds since their defense is not looking that solid. I say Leeds win this one 3-1.
I think it's gonna be either 3-2 or 2-1. It's gonna be close.
Spurs Newcastle.
Newcastle has looked very terrible. It's another game that
you think Ronaldo is gonna come out for this game?
So these games can be tricky. Newcastle can just bring a surprise. It's happened several times.
They could, but I don't know. From what I saw last game, they're not ready. They're not ready to spring a surprise like that on Spurs. I think Spurs will win this one 3-1 probably.
I'm seeing more like maybe 2-1 or 2-0 if they win. But I won't be surprised if there's an upset.
All right, Man City Leicester. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be an interesting game. I think it's gonna be a very open game. I'm seeing City winning 4-2.
I was gonna say 4-1 or 3-1.
Yeah, I'm thinking they win this one 4-2. It's gonna. I can see it being very open. The price star is Sterling Mahrez and KDB sitting behind them. It's gonna be fun. We'll see. West Ham Wolves.
I think Wolves win this one maybe 2-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And Fulham Aston Villa.
They both look terrible, but I will say Aston Villa wins maybe or a draw. I'll go for a draw.
I'll say 1-1. 1-1 on this one. And Liverpool Arsenal. This one I don't even know what to think on this one. I have no idea what to think.
To me, it depends on how both of them approach the game.
I think it depends on how Arsenal approaches the game. Liverpool they're gonna come out. They're gonna be Liverpool. The only difference for Liverpool is if Thiago is gonna start this game or not.
I think he's gonna start, but
they might want to have a more solid midfield as opposed to going with creativity. I don't know. It depends on what club decides to do for that one. But Arsenal is gonna. I think most of the spectrum really depends on what Arsenal decides to do, how they decide to approach the game. Is Aubameyang gonna be up for this game, which is the biggest question, really. Last time we played them, he was. Hopefully, he will be again. So I don't know. Something's telling me this game is gonna be 2-2.
The game is just very unpredictable.
I'm sure
I still think Arsenal can win this game.
I believe they can. It just depends on how they come out.
Let me make a prediction.
It won't be easy though.
It's either Arsenal wins maybe 1-0 or 2-1, or Liverpool wins this game maybe 3-0 or 3-1.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think 3-0.
That's why I predict Liverpool wins big or Arsenal wins close 2-1.
I don't think that's something that'll happen.
We'll see.
Another thing that might play a very big role is whether Tierney is going to be back or not. I'm hearing he might be in contention for the game.
The scan was positive, so he probably will be.
No matter what happens, I don't want to see Kolasinac starting that game.
The way Arsenal can punish them is TA cannot push forward because Aubameyang will be on his wing, and if Tierney plays, he plays those long balls to Aubameyang. Aubameyang can punish them.
It's very crucial for Tierney to play this game. Otherwise, we might have to go with. I can't even say it. We might have to go with Saka at left back, and even that is not a very good prospect against Liverpool either, because Salah is going to be on that wing. So I don't know. I'm saying it's going to be like 2-2. It's going to be a tough one being at Anfield, but Arsenal can pull out a draw, I think, and that's just because it's at Anfield. Otherwise, I might think Arsenal could win this one.
Okay, do you want to talk about fantasy or how did you do?
We can. Let's see how the team did real quick. Wow.
Very decent. I knew I was going to do decent.
71 points.
Martinez
in goal, picking up 13 points. Justin picking up 7. Robertson 6. De Bruyne at 13. With captain's armband bringing 10. Mitrovic 12. Wow, this is a decent. Man, I wish I picked this team. I wish I picked this team. But yeah, average points for the week were 59, and our team got 71 with a game week rank of just over 1.5 million. actually pretty decent. Well, we'll see how it does next week, I guess. We'll keep following along and tracking the progress of the team, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
And thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comments. There's one other thing I'm forgetting. But yeah, if you know what to do, we'll see you guys next week.